shit since he's come on. That has not worked. But listen, man, I
take a point.
From that
I'll take a
position,
point.
you take it.
Yeah, I'll take a point.
You take
point.
it.
Yeah, take the point.
Point, man.
Take it.
I just, you know what I mean? I'm much happier my team not losing games. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is annoying though, isn't it? Like the run's over just like that. Frank, you know, it's just annoying. So close.
Think of poor Frank.
Yeah. What, is he going to play an extra minute here? Oh, no, it's nearly 54.
Get there. Watch the bounce. Watch the bounce.
Yeah, it's got to be it, innit?
Full time.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
We'll take it. We'll take it. They battled. I think what we can clearly say is 5 minutes of they just blacked out. 5-minute madness. They just literally blacked out and was naive. And a lot of the old scars were there. Then from that point till Ahmad scored, Bruno hit the post with like a shot that's nothing to do with the system. That's just, again, individual brilliance. We're still not that team yet that can... Oh, we conceded one. Let's just keep the ball and pepper them, and we'll definitely come back. It's individual brilliance. Which, listen, that's why we have good players. So we take it. It's a difficult place. We're not gonna be that team that wins every game. You know what I mean? Obviously, look, it's nice to win 4 in a row, 5 in a row. That's the whole point of the challenge, right? Because it's Man United winning 5 games in a row. That's quite a lot for us, but it's still, out of this batch of games before the next international break, it's still 3 wins and a draw. You go and beat Spurs next week, it's still a really good bit of form. Even if you get a draw next week against Spurs, even if you get a draw against Spurs, it's still a good bit of form. You're not losing games, you're picking up points. So we're going to be up and down this season. What I like is, despite how sort of shit we were really in that second half, we still managed not to lose the game. You know, we still put pressure on at the right moment. You get someone like an Ahmad that can score a goal. We could have probably won it right at the death there as well. Yeah, with Ahmad's one that's off the line. So it's not the end of the world, is it? You know what I mean?
It's not the end.
Guys, just a really quick one before you carry on. I'm just going to go and get my reaction done. I'm going to leave you guys to it, man.
Yes.
Big up. What reaction from me in my fan view? Big up to you, man. Big love, DJ. Big love, myself.
Big up, man. Big up,
Owen. And remember, just as you can see there, over there, sorry. Yes, you can donate for the Hurricane Melissa Relief Fund. If you would like to, or if you can't, please just share. The link is in the description below. Just share it in your group chat, share it on your social media, share it to friends and family, and just raise awareness. So, yeah, I'll leave you guys to keep dissecting the game. But over and out, people. Bless up. My fan view's coming up very, very short. Big up.
Yes. Flex is out. I'm still... It's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? It's not the end of the world. You know what I mean? It's disappointing because of... going in at halftime, 1-0 up, and there was an element of positivity. But I think actually, you know what? 2-2 is probably a fair result upon reflection of the game, really.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Second half, we weren't at it. Second half.
And a lot of the teams around us are going to be playing each other. So there's going to be points dropped anyway. Somewhere down the line, someone's going to be dropping points. So I think getting a point from Forest, Sean Dyche, in terms of new manager bounce and all of that, look, I'll take it, man. I'll take it. I was willing to take a win, as we know, but I'll take a draw as a backup, because we couldn't come out of that game losing that game. We picked up at least a point. There's a point there.
Yeah.
So we'll take that.
And I think this is when you do have to be fair, when you go like, right, so we go from 15th last season. We can't win a game. Yeah. We barely can win a football match. Then, like Flex said, now what the expectation is that we're going to win 5 in a row or 4 in a row. It's going to be ups and downs, isn't there? Inevitably, as long as we're winning more often than we're not, or certainly we're not losing games, then I'll take it. And particularly, I think second half, like I said, second half we were not at it. We were not at it. Second half,
sleeping for the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. And then we only started to really get back into it once we scored the goal. Then we started to play, you know what I mean? Started to play the game a bit more. So I'll take it. You know what I mean? I'll take it. But 4 games, you'll go 3 wins and a draw. No problem. Yeah. I'll have that. You know what I mean? I'll have that. Just now, it's just a case of, this is why, we said it when we were 2-1 down. This is why you can't get too carried away either way. For all of the point scorers out there, for if you're pro-Ruben or anti-Ruben, this is why if you lose a bunch of games, I suppose you can't, and I hold myself to this, you can't be like, see, never going to work, blah, 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 blah. If you win games, title charge. We're on a title charge. This is what it's going to be, right? Can't get too carried away because we're up and down. You know what I mean? We're an up and down team. That's where we're at.
I still think that the players can take something from this, though. Managed to get back
Mhm.
into the game by a wonder goal from Ahmad. But I think there's a couple of things that I've noticed now. Outside of our first 11, it looks like, probably with the exception of Kobe, Xerxes, Mount, that's it. That's literally it. Who you have to affect the game. And as we were talking about before, none of them are really like for like in terms of what we're looking for in our first 11. So definitely recruitment has to be done, whether that's going to be partially in January and then the rest in the summer, which we know that's coming. But that goes to show you that outside of the first 11, we are a bit thin. But I will say that that draw, sorry, go on, bro.
No. You haven't finished.
Yeah, I was just going to just say that I do think that this draw for who it is in terms of Forest and Dyche and all of that, and we're away, take a point. We'll take the point. And then we use it as a springboard for next week. Yeah. Go at Tottenham full force, get the players back on because we haven't lost. We haven't lost. In 4 games, we haven't lost. So you might say we've got 3 wins and a draw, but we haven't lost in 4 games. So take that, use that. You know what I mean?
Unbeaten.
Unbeaten.
What were you going to say, Marcel?
I kind of understand where you're coming from. The worry is that inside the first 11, we don't have enough players that are really affecting the game and that will carry this kind of mentality of it's okay to take the point again in the next game when I think the demand should be a win. I'm worried about Sesko. I think I've seen maybe a little bit of enough now to say I need a Harry Kane, a guaranteed I want to affect the game. I can create, I can score, I can. I don't feel like Sesko can enough.
Maybe you want Harry Kane.
He's too outside of the football match for me. He's just too outside. It's just too outside of it. And then I need somebody better on my left wing back. They're just very poor and ineffective for too long of the football match. And then I need another midfielder that can come in and fresh things up in that area. So I think even inside the 11, there's just not enough men that are really special or really can add something to the way that this system operates. And when Cunha and Mbeumo are not firing or killing you, you know, you have to make sure that you play the correct pass or you dummy that ball from Sesko early in the few minutes of this game and allow someone of quality like Bruno to take on the shot. You know, and those little 1% kind of moments within this game, you know, and the result ends up being different. And then obviously Euro, I think against Brighton could have been a little bit better today. The spacing within that midfield. I'm just looking back at the goal that they score. Everybody's, you know, it's just we've got thousands of players in the box, and it's a red shirt that gets to it first in 2 moments. It's madness. So,
yeah,
you know, there's things there, but I'm worried about our strike force. I think Sesko's
I disagree, man.
I
disagree. I think, and the reason why I disagree, I think I've seen. In these 4 games, I have seen enough from that strike force to be left very optimistic about kind of how we go forward. I think Sesko, look, most strikers that have come to Manchester United over the last few years have struggled, probably apart from what Cavani in my recent memory, right? But every other striker after that has struggled. He's still young, but even from this game today, he had a few chances, few half chances. He linked well at times, definitely in the first half. It was just the second half where away from home, it got away from him. The link-up play stopped. Even Mbeumo stopped. Even Cunha stopped. And those are our match winners. And I think in this team, you've probably got about 4 or 5 match winners. You've got Ahmad, who can be a match winner. Potentially could have been a match winner today. You've got Mbeumo. You've got Bruno. You've still got Cunha still. I still think there's enough firepower, enough quality on the pitch. I just think game by game, these things are going to happen. We're still not at that level just yet. But I still say, man, I'm being positive myself. What's going on?
I'm with you. I'm with you with the match winners and all. I'm just saying the jury's out on Sesko.